All right, welcome to Solar Business Funding. This short video is just going to go over our lines of credit program. And we're going to talk a little bit about how accessing capital through lines of credit is actually a better alternative in a lot of cases. My name is BJ Hollins. I'm one of the lead financial brokers here at Acceler Business Funding, and I work with a lot of real estate investors. I work with a lot of business owners. I work with a lot of people who are just starting into business. And one of the ways that I'm able to help them get access to funding is through lines of credit. It's in many cases it's much easier for people to get access to large amounts of funds through lines of credit versus going for a traditional business loan or even some sort of real estate loan. Lines of credit is very flexible. It's also revolving, which means that amount will always be available for you throughout your business life, you know, so you can constantly use that resource as you need it. And so it's something that I love opening up for my clients and helping them to attain because I know that it's going to be something that's going to be very useful for them throughout their business life. All right, so really briefly, I just want to go over how lines of credits work. So the business line of credit is unsecured funding up to $175,000. And that's just for the first round of funding. The great part about business line of credit is that it's 0% interest for the first 6 to 18 months, even upwards of 24 months. No other loan product or resource that anyone can offer you is going to be without interest. However, with business line of credit, you can get interest free for the first 6 to 18 months, and depending on what my client needs the funding for, many of them are able to pay the amount back before that time elapses. So essentially, they don't pay any interest for whatever amount of money they need during that time. Another amazing part about business lines of credit is that there's no income verification. A lot of times, especially during this particular situation we've gone through with the COVID-19, um, many times when my clients are going for funding or they want to apply for funding, we have to look at their income. We have to look at how much revenue they're bringing in versus their expenses in XYZ. And many people can't get qualified for funding based on their income because maybe they're just a startup, they don't have income, or maybe they've had some rough months and they didn't make as much revenue as they expected. And so now they can't get access to funding. So with business lines of credit, we don't need any bank statements. We don't need any type of tax returns to see the income of the company. A lot of clients, again, like I mentioned, are startups, so they don't have any income. Again, this is revolving credit, so the funding will come in the form of credit cards. So what these are high limit business credit cards that you can use. Funding is usually completed in about 2 to 3 weeks. All right. Again, like I mentioned, we work with a lot of startups, so there's no existing business required. We can help you set up an entity if you don't have one. So, what are the requirements? Well, credit score a 720 plus. Okay. Now, some people may be on this video and say 720. I don't have 720. My credit is horrible. Well, another thing that we specialize in is credit repair. So we will repair your credit so that you can qualify for the funding. Okay. So we will repair your credit so you can qualify for the funding. All right. So when you give us a call, just talk to your advisor and they will walk you through the process to get you funding. So we do the whole from start to finish to help you get funded. All right. Your debt utilization. So if you do have other credit cards, the amount that you've spent in those credit cards needs to be less than 40%. The age of your accounts must at least be 5 years for your aged accounts, which means basically if you have any credit cards or installment loans or anything on your credit, it has to be at least 5 years. Now, if you're on here, you're saying, well, I don't have 5 years, don't worry about that. We can help you get some accounts on there that we can help you put some aged accounts on your credit so that you can get those 5 years. Okay. Increase must have less than 3 to 5 increase in the past 12 months. This is where a lot of my clients kind of blow it. Sometimes when they're going for funding, they're applying for all these things and they're not getting the money that they need. So then they come to me and they have 20 inquiries. Again, don't worry about that. Talk to your advisor. We can help you get those inquiries off. We're actually really good at doing that. And you must have no negative items in credit report within 12 months. Okay. So all this pretty much has to do with your credit. The only qualification for us to get you up to $175,000 in the business credit lines is your credit. Okay. It doesn't matter. I've worked with clients with 400 credit scores, all like really low credit scores, and we're able to get those negative items off. We're able to get the inquiries off. We're able to put some age accounts on there, and we just help them optimize their credit so that they can get the funding that they need. All right. So I've talked to people who, they say, oh, I don't want to go through the process of fixing my credit. I just want money. Well, I'm just going to let you guys know, in order to get access to funding or anything, a house, a car, anything, that's of value, you either need to have good credit or you need to have the money to go and just buy that. So if you don't have the money, you need credit. And so what we do is we get your credit above that 720. I've worked with the worst clients. We get that credit right, and then we're able to immediately get you into funding. So if you have any questions, please give us a call, but you can also click the button below and just go ahead and apply. It's just a short little form that you fill out so that one of our advisors can give you a call and we can kind of consult you through the process of getting access to that funding. Okay. So just imagine what $175,000, $300,000 can do for your business, for your startup. How many properties could you purchase with that? I mean, the sky is really the limit. And the fact that these, again, are revolving, that means that you can always use them at any time. All right. So again, if you have any questions, just call or click the button below, fill out the form, and we'll get in contact with you soon. Thanks for watching this video. Much success to you. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.